Good afternoon, everybody. It's been a while, I know, but it's a new year, and I'm not going to say that I'm going to start this new year by starting to upload all the time every day like I did over the summer, because I realized during my 6 months hiatus, unexpectedly unannounced, that uploading all that content really fast, like almost every day, trying to, was a bit rough on the schedule, and I couldn't really get that out, and I wanted to make sure that I got out good stuff. So I guess you'll see a video every once in a while from me, but I'm not disappeared forever, so don't worry about that. Anyways, let's get back into it. Away enough with the semantics of recording and whatnot. I've been playing Scrap Mechanic, as guys, as you guys can see, and probably from the title of this video. I've been putting, like, probably for the last 2 weeks, I've put about 60 or so hours into learning the game and making new stuff. And I thought of a new little fun thing to do. As you can see, it looks like a racetrack, and it is a racetrack. But not only is it a racetrack that you can drive on, I'm assuming you can drive on it, but not super fast, I don't think. But it's also a racetrack for automatic race cars that will be racing around, and yeah, redundant racing. Anyways, yeah, that has been my project for the last couple weeks. I've been playing a lot of this game and really enjoying it. I enjoy solving problems and just the engineering aspect of it, and it's super fun. Yeah, so I guess I got right into it, and I'll show you guys what's up. First, I'm going to show you what I've done with the track. I don't really know how to describe this. Hopefully it doesn't lag. These things cause a lot of lag. And so if you want to do this on your own, you're just going to need to weld these to the ground after putting them on little stilts to reduce collision for all the lag. Basically, that's the only solution I can come up with. Came up with that on my own too. Took me a while. A lot of crashed saves that I can't get back to because they're at least probably 1 frame a minute. So anyways, enough of that. This is a curve piece that I just finished designing. Originally, these curves had walls, but the cars that I created had a hard time avoiding the walls, even though they could avoid them very well, except for really specific cases, which caused them to hit and run right onto the walls, which was frustrating. So I just used these yellow lanes to separate them and prevent all the cars from just kind of crowding around the edge right here. You don't even know what I'm talking about, so it's really kind of hard for you to understand what I mean by cars. These is my little blueprint stuff. I've been working really hard on what's this, Mark 6, Mark 9, I think this is Mark 10, and then I have Mark 10 2 somewhere. I think it's this one, yeah, Mark 10 2, because I don't want to do Mark 11. Anyways, this car is the car that will be driving on the tracks. So far I only have red and blue, so as you can see, and actually I don't even have a blue version of this, I just have reds. But this car, it's pretty simple to see. It's logic gates and turning rotations and a lot of sensors. Each of these sensors have a specific purpose. Sometimes they don't work, sometimes they do. They do their purpose generally well, and it makes the car turn, which is really all that matters to me. As long as the car can turn and does what it needs to do, it's fine. So I've designed these cars to be on a track that is specifically for counterclockwise rotation. So like a racetrack or a regular track, you're going around and it turns left, not to the right. But I can't easily change that, or you can easily change it if you want to design your own track, which will be uploaded soon. This is like a beta test, so don't expect anything too great right now. Anyways, so yeah, this is the car, and this is how it drives. It sees the red or the yellow. I see red because the car is red itself. It sees the yellow and it sees the walls and it turns. Right now, it doesn't stay in its lane because of the angle that it comes in at stuff. But I think that also kind of makes things interesting if you're trying to race more than one car instead of them following the same direct path all the time and making it almost boring, you know, monotone, monotonous, just car racing. So as you can see, I just finished this curve and I'm still testing out the bugs on it right now. But I'll show you guys how to make a track very soon with the pieces that I have designed, pre-designed from scratch for every single one of you. And yes, I believe that's all that's going to happen right now, because by the looks of it, this car is going to need some little bit more work on these curves. So I'll get back to you once I get that done. But first, I'm going to delete this off the lift. Oops, not save it. I want to delete it from the lift and place down a straightaway, which I have designed. As you can see, these are like little platforms that I placed the the what are these called? The tracks on that to prevent lag. I have wide roads and I have a funnel and I have thin roads. Um, it's pretty interesting. I don't really use the thin roads anymore because they don't function as well with these cars. They tend to run into each other very easily and flip. But I just developed a unflipping or not unflipping mechanism, but a flipping prevention mechanism on the car. As you can see, that little spring on the thing with the back, which was really neat. So this is a wide road. As you can see, it's kind of like a cookie cutter template thing, which is really, I think, really neat. So it allows easy design of racetracks. I have wide roads and I have regular roads, but I'm going to search wide and I can show you all the stuff that I have. I have the frame, I have curves, I have a medium road, I have road with walls that I have earlier. I have an extra large road, short road, wide road, and then a skeleton of the curve. Yeah, so like that's the essentials of the wide tracks. There's other stuff that I will add. There are checkpoints that I have, and that will be, I'll show you guys later when I get a working racetrack going, which will be really exciting. But until then, I will develop this track, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Okay, well, here we go. We have a kind of ovular racetrack here. It's a pretty wide track. These curves are a bit wide. I think that the smaller ones didn't really make the cut because the cars couldn't really turn very fast with those. I wish there was a way. Can somebody let me know if you're watching, if there's a better way for the cars to turn or at least have better grip and be able to go faster, because currently these cars are pretty slow, as you saw in the last demo test. That the track, what's it called? Let's see. X2. There we go. That this car right here does move relatively slow. I mean, it moves faster than I can run, I think. Actually, no, it no longer moves as fast as I can run. I think the parts that I have added to it make it go a little bit slower. But it's definitely slower than a sprint. But I guess since nobody's really riding on it, it can be enjoyable just to watch as a fun little pastime going around the track. And that would be cool. Anyways, yes, so if anyone can let me know if there's like a better way for these cars to turn at a faster speed and without sliding as much as they do. I really don't want to set up an example right now, but you will see one eventually. Also, on a side note, I will do a tutorial once I release this pack of parts, I guess you can say, that will allow you guys to figure out how to make your own racetrack and have fun doing whatever you want, or design your own cars, or maybe at least redesign this one, even though I have so many other designs of it, to make it even more better, grammatically correct. Wow. It's been a while, man. It's been so long since I've been able to talk to you guys, and really talk to you guys, and you guys listen to me talk. So I apologize for all the errors I'm going to have, because I'm still a little bit rusty. Hopefully my mic is alright. I still have the same equipment as before. Anyways, let's get back to it. I want to show you guys checkpoints now. It's really simple to make a track, make a circular track, and hopefully this car doesn't crash, or else I would be a complete failure in recording this. So, checkpoints are something I wanted to do, because it's one thing to have a race car, have cars racing around the track, but it's another thing to have a race track that also keeps track of the race cars and dynamically interacts with it. So I made checkpoints. I will search those up now. They are quite interesting with how they work. These are actually, whoa, that was some lag there. These were a pain to wire. I will show you that right now. These are rainbow sensors, as they are called. I found these multiple color sensing things. It's really a glitch because there's multiple sensors inside of one block. I really don't know how to do that glitch yet. And then they basically connect to all the different colors, and they all have a different output, and whenever that color passes by, it goes through. So as you can see, that this checkpoint is able to sense up to this many colors. As you can see, I will probably not use white or black, so we can have different cars up to this many colors, and maybe not yellow. So take away the yellow, and then you got a checkpoint sensor with this many cars on it racing at one time, which would be pretty cool, I think. And here comes the first lap. And how to set these checkpoints up, you can either, while you're setting up the track, you can either just insert this checkpoint. You can see it has the same exact frame width and the same dimensions as a regular straightaway. So if you just set up the checkpoint to be right across, you can do that, or you can delete where you want the checkpoint to go. I'm working on where you can put it just on top of the walls and it works properly, but that's a little bit too much work that I want to do right now. So once you get to the for sure straight away, you will have to just basically delete this all the way around one thin line. You can even do this while it's writing. As you can see, you can just go right across small holes in the track. Alright, so all the way around. I'm probably going to fast forward through this. So yeah, I'll show you guys once I get there. Okay, so that was a quick little just deletion of that part of the track. And you want to insert this one now by welding it. I'm assuming you guys know how to weld. But first, I want to say, if you want to make this work better, I guess, or make it easier to work, make sure you put this little checkpoint hub right here facing the inside of the track, or really depending on facing towards where you want your main hub for the track logic and tracking to go. So you want to delete this off the thing, or take this off of the lift first, and then you want to weld it. And I think since I've welded, you know what, I'll just weld this side actually, because I'll take this and attach it. It will lag and take freezing because there is a lot of parts on these tracks. But once you got that, you just click. Hopefully I have it facing the right one. And there you go. And it's welded. Almost spot on. Actually, exactly spot on first try. And it's like nothing there. It's pretty much just like a little bridge over top of the track. And it's really neat. So you have one here. I will be using, I don't know exactly how many I will be using, but it'll probably be like 12 or so, because I have a circuit pre-made for 12 checkpoints already, and I really don't want to make another one. And it seems to me that within that lag, that this car seemed to have messed up a little bit, or it might be just an error on my part with the car logic. But I'm going to blame it on that lag and freezing moment there for the sensors being a little bit wonky on this car. And I'll reset it real quick. But once I finish resetting this, here we go. I'll get back to adding more checkpoints around, and I'll get back to you once I finish adding the checkpoints, and I'll show you how the track logic works. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm back. I just spent probably like 2 hours just now trying to test out this curve with the car, and I had to redesign the car again. So this is definitely Mark 11. I haven't saved it yet, so I hope I don't delete it on accident. But yeah, so if anybody has an idea how to let me know how to make sure that these cars don't turn when you don't want it to sometimes. Like, it's really kind of hard to do this with the resources that you have, and very limited. And I don't know why it's suddenly having these lag spikes. It's like very random. It was moving smoothly just now. I think it might be my recording software. But anyways, hopefully you guys can see just fine. I hope it works out. Anyways, I had to come to a compromise of amount of checkpoints, because the way I set up the road, or this track, it's way too small. And so I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, I think. 2, 4, 6, 7. No, wait. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. 6. Wow, I'm dumb. All right. I only have 2. I only have 6 checkpoints set up, and that's going to be the way it works, because it's not really evenly spaced out, and I don't want to just like jam in random checkpoints here and there when I don't really need it, even though I can probably fit 2 more right here, and then, but they just be too close, and it really wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to show this off with 2 checkpoints, or no, 6 checkpoints instead of 12. I guess that also reduces lag as well. So let's find some wires that I can connect this track to our own little thingamabobber here. So let's put down just a set of wires here. I think we can make our starting line. Let's just mark it with a white stripe. This is our starting line. Even though this is definitely a showcase of what I have, it's not the actual thing yet, not the full completion, because I'm still missing a starting way, like not a starting way, like a starting block. I have no way to make sure that all of these cars get off at the same time. Yes, to start at the same time. So I will be working on that, and I'll hopefully come out and make a video after I finish all that. But this is kind of just a progress of what I have so far while I have the time. So I'm going to do a block. make sure I get one of these things in here, and first place down a hub. I believe that this car is still not perfect yet. I might need to either make it slower or faster to compensate with these terrible turns that I have to deal with. So hopefully either you guys can come up with a solution or tell me something that I'm missing greatly, because I'm very new to this game still. But yeah, hopefully you guys can tell me something that I don't know, or I can figure out something that makes everything a lot easier. So I'm going to first need to do a hub of sorts. So I do already have a 12 cycle hub, or checkpoint hub is what it's called. What did I call it? No, it's a circuit map. Switch station is what I called it, because it's a bunch of switches that allows the track to keep track, or yeah, that allows the track to keep track of the cars on the track. So anyways, I have that. I don't know if I should place it down now, but I might have to, for the sake of, what's it called? I guess for the sake of video, because I don't have exactly 12 checkpoints set up. So that's going to be a bit awkward, but I think I can make it work. So once you have this switch station down, is what it's called, you're going to need to weld it to the track, and I have that represented as, let's see, these two blocks right here can be welded probably to like this corner right here. So this switch station is like capable of doing large tracks. So what the heck? Come on now. Oh no. Oh shoot. Well, I I definitely balls that up. So let's fix that real quick. If I can just do that. Oh no. Shoot. I'll have to do this. There we go. I'm gonna fix this real quick. Okay. There we go. I believe it's still working, and I messed up this car again. I think I'm gonna have to delete these and kind of restructure it to make it a little bit better. So I'll be back once I do that to make it match this right here. Okay. Well, yeah, here we are with our 6 circuit board here. I think that it will work. I believe the connections should work fine. I have not tested it, and I'm just going to go by faith. And this car has been running around in circles for a while now, so that's good. It's good. It hasn't crashed yet, so that's a good thing. Now that I have this circuit board, I'm going to, what are we going to do? I believe I'm going to connect everything. So let's do a quick time lapse of me connecting the red to the current circuit board. So let's start now by putting this to the white. It's simple as here. So green is input, white is output, or red is output. So we want the circuit boards to go to the green inputs, or not the circuit boards, the checkpoint outputs to go to the circuit board inputs. Yeah. Okay, we have them connected up, as you can see, and also you can also see the switches being switched. There's currently one right here on both sides because I did not connect the middle one before the car passed through. But yes, as you can see here, it's kind of like a simple tracking board already. You can see that it knows where the car is because of each circuit. It's really simple looking, but the hard part was just getting things connected to the point where it turns off each one afterwards. Like so, as you just saw, the car passing through this middle checkpoint right there. So that is the main circuit board, and this is where the rest of the logic of the tracking comes from. So there you can say from there and say, oh, well, that makes sense. I can just make it, I don't know what to call it. You can just say that. You can just make your own thing after that. So I am going to now place down the second piece and make a simple circuit board. What's it called? Circuit. This is the 12 circuit map. I'm going to make it simplified by making it just a 6 circuit map, and it won't be hard at all because it's literally just logic boards in a circle. So I'll do that real quick and done. So actually not done real quick, but yeah. So this is the 6 simple circuit board that we can, oh no. I think I might have done that. I don't know if it was my fault, but this car is not perfect, and I do need to fix the bugs on it. It's okay. I'm not going to make excuses for it. It's just not good, but I'm working on it. I'm very new to this game. So let's see. Let's connect this to that. Make it official. I want to make sure that it matches as well with the... so let's actually make... Yeah, let's actually connect. Yeah, close enough. So this is basically going to be a simplified version, so you can connect or use the outputs to make it easier to understand. That sentence made no sense, but it's okay. So now we're going to connect the outputs. Pretty simple. Connect the white to the whites, and then make the resulting connections match and kind of like sync up with the rest. So this is pretty simple. You're going to have to build this yourself when you make your own. Like, you're going to have to connect these yourself. I can't do it automatically for you because of lag, and I don't know how your checkpoints are going to be set up. So this should be intuitive as well. So I don't think it should be too difficult, except for the fact that I just... what did I just do? Yeah, that wasn't right. Let's see. Supposed to connect this one to that one, this one to that one, this one to that one. Why does that look wrong? I don't know. Anyways, here we go. So now we have a simple board, and it's frozen here, as you can see, because my car has broken again. I don't know what to blame on that, but we need to keep testing, so let's get this car back around the road. But anyways, as you can see, we have a tracking map, pretty much, right here. Simple and done, and I said, wait, why in there? Why not make it even better for everyone else by saying, here, let's do circuit again. Let's do map. This is it. Right now, this is set up for a 12 circuit map right here, and it's for blue. We're going to do this, but with red. So we can actually set this up to wherever you want your stands to be. I'm going to make this simple and kind of say, oh, I want to make the stands be right here, and I can make this actually quite large if I want. Make it just kind of spread out somehow. Not entirely sure how that would work, but I would need a lot more circuits, or not more checkpoints. So let's make it simple. For now, you guys can expand upon it if you want when this is out. So let's get this map going. And then you can paint this to the color you need. So in my case, it would be this dark red right here. A very nice color red. I appreciate these colored lights right here. And so there you go. Now we have the map set up, and this is basically another representation of where our car is on the map. So the white line right here is what symbols where the starting location is, and we'll make that the bottom right there, and then we can just do subsequent sequence of these maps right here. So here we go. As you can see, your car is stuck over there yet again. Why? Honestly, I don't know why. I'm gonna go reset it real quick. Oh wait, I think I might have set up the thing wrong to be going the opposite direction. That is my fault. That's embarrassing. You guys probably figured that out by now. So I'm gonna fix it real quick because I was going off of this, not the other way around. Okay, here we go. It's fixed, and it should be working. As we see, it goes through. Yep, and it crosses into this checkpoint, symbolizing, and that's symbolized right here in case you can't really see, because these tracks can get really big at times, and it would be hard for people to spectate without knowing exactly where their car that they put money on or whatever they want to do with this is. So look there, and you can see on the map. And I thought this was cool, thought this was interesting, and I said, wait a minute, what's the point of a car track? What the heck is up with this car? What's the point of having a track of with racing cars? And cool, there's a little map, and that's cool, but it's literally nothing if you can't keep track of the laps. And this was my last challenge to myself as I decided to keep track of everything. So I decided, let's make a lap counter, and that's what I did by making a 10 lap counter and a 5 lap counter. I'm going to do a 10 lap counter now because that is what I think will work. So this is the 10 lap counter right here. I guess I can stack it, make it more square, but for visual aid reasons, I decided to make it one giant line that goes down the line. So first, this is the circuit board, so the main thing that connects to the lap itself, or the track itself. I'm going to connect it by putting it Let's see. Let us attach it to a side piece right here. So let's connect it in here. Hold it there. You can hear the wheels go silent. Oh, just a little bit too long, but that's okay. Boom. So here we go. This is the counter that is now on the floor, and it's okay though. It's all right. Anyways, what we want to do is basically, it's really simple, this right here. We have this green button is the test input, so when you press the button, it counts. So you go up. So whenever the button gets pressed or triggered, it counts, and then this red button resets the counter all to 0, and keep pressing it, doesn't change. This one needs to connect to this input right here. I believe that's the case. I want to say that's the case. And I believe our car is flipped again. So this is the counter. I now need to map each output to its input on this little count thing right here. I believe this is actually 11 laps. 1, 2, 3, 11. So let's let's fix that real quick by just going poof, poof, poof. Be gone. Okay. So now this is the kind of tedious part, is connecting each output. I might want to make like a simplified already connected counter to it, I guess you can say. Like I might just put this all in one piece. However, I can't change the colors as well, which kind of makes things difficult. So let us just do it, and I'll come back to you guys when I have it done. Okay, here we are. I had to reset the car yet again, and the lap counter is now connected. I'm gonna put it at 0. I believe I am missing a connection. That's awkward. I put the wrong connection in the connection, so that's what I wanted. Okay, so it's now at 0, and it now keeps track of the laps. It's not really a digital timer counter, which I might want to do, but that will add severe lag. I know that for almost a fact. If I make a 7, whatever it's called, 7-stick digital counter that kind of shows thing, and it will also make it really big because these things take up a lot of space. So for now, it's just going to be like a little dot. So once this one reaches the end, it'll be a full lap, or a full all 10 laps have been done. But we're going to watch this get demonstrated very soon. As you can see, the car is now past this checkpoint right before the finish line, which is marked off by the white. And once it passes this finish line or the lap line, this light will turn on to signify that it has crossed through 1 lap. Gosh dang it. So we're just we're gonna pretend that didn't happen, and we're gonna reset real quick. Okay, so take 2. I'll be back once this car gets back around. Hopefully it does. Okay, well, here comes the car coming to the final point of this race, and that's a lap. Yay, it works. Okay, so here we are. This is the track. Actually, I believe the track is misrepresented. This really should be up top here. I know that for a fact, but it's okay. It's okay. It's just, this is just a test. This is a showcase of what I have so far, and there will be much more improvements. I will actually come back and probably with the same track have another video with adding more colors to it. Blue is next, because that's how it's going to be. And I will definitely fix this car, especially if you guys have suggestions or anything. I will be making more videos hopefully in the future. They may be different than you guys you're used to, maybe? I don't know. Prison Architect is still going to be a thing, so don't you guys worry about that. It's going to be a fun little January period that I'm going to have hopefully with you all. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, night, or evening, and I will see you guys next time.